Hi guys, and welcome back to another video. Today I'm out on my trusty old S22, and I must say this wheel is now pretty old, to be honest, but it's still in like really good condition. I cleaned it the other week and it doesn't look like that, but I cleaned it out and everything is still working how it should be working. The suspension is smooth. I don't know how it looks like in there with the rollers, but after personal electric transport changed my rollers, it's been really smooth. I haven't opened it, so I haven't serviced it in quite a while, so it might be that it's just bed in and it's just working very well, but it's been really good. But yeah, this is a very old wheel now in the grand scheme of things. There's so many nice wheels out there at the moment. But yeah, just sort of really still very happy with this S22. It just rides really good. And you know, if you can pick up one second hand, you know, it is a really good buy, I would say. Except if you want to do something very specific, or you're a high-end rider or whatever, then you probably want more of the newer wheels. But yeah, listen, it's just a quick little update video. I haven't done any EUC ride videos in quite a while, just because I've been doing motorbike videos and a few other videos as well. I'm also busy selling my M10-4 with a trolley handle and a InMotion E20. So if anyone is interested in that, I think the M10 sold yesterday, but the E20, the InMotion, is pretty much brand new. I bought the wheel for my daughter to try and ride. There's another video that's going to come where I compare the M10-4 or M10-5 now to the E20, the InMotion E20, and check that video out. But before you buy an E20, so those two are hopefully going to be gone. I want to gather a bit of cash, because I'm really keen to, as a second wheel, get a NOSFET Aero smaller wheel, and then as soon as I've got the NOSFET Aero and see how the wheel rides and so forth, I want to maybe then sell my S22 a little bit later, and then get a bigger wheel. Depends on that, you know. I must say, having more than one wheel is great, but I don't get time to always ride all the other wheels. I also have a Pint S in the garage that I would love to ride as well, but I don't get the time. So, hello, morning. Sorry about that. There was just like a large pack of dogs and people all wanting to sort of came to the same path, and had to go fast. So I had to explain what I'm doing and this and that, the other. So all good fun. But yeah, so yeah, I wanna get rid of my two starter wheels, because my daughter is just not really keen for it. The funny thing is, she loves riding the 9-bot 9-bot Mini, the two-wheeler one. Love that thing. Really great wheel. And I'm very sad that they don't make that anymore, because it's a small package and it is nice to transport and it's good fun for everyone to actually ride. So that's sort of my plan if everything comes together. I've spoken to the guys at e-scooter clinic. They are the guys that stock this, or import at least the NOSFET stuff. So I spoke to them and I said to them, listen guys, you know, I'll let you know as soon as I'm ready with a bit of funding. I'm also selling a few other things at home as well that doesn't get used as much as I would like it to be used, just because of the time. And yeah. So this is just a little quick update video. That's why I haven't been making a lot of EUC videos. I have been riding it, but not making the videos. And yeah, so just quick little update, and let's go for a ride. See if I can still ride it. Okay, let's go, guys. Still an awesome looking wheel, this Kingsong. What do we have here? I don't hope that's a no. we're all good. Let's try this little path where all the people were coming from. Wow. I think sometimes it's good to check out paths where people has been walking down, because if they do use it, then it's usually good. And this one so far, it's really nice. Wonder where it comes out. There's loads of roots, and these are the things the unicyclists need to watch out for, because if you take it at an angle, you might be landing in the bush. Oh, this is where this comes out. Excellent. This is still such a fun way to ride. Just, you know, you don't have to always go fast. And I must say it's sort of like electric skateboards and one wheels and so forth. You know, I was speaking to this one guy, and he was making this comment that it's interesting that so many other countries has adopted like all these additional electric transportation, and that's great, you know, but it's I wish we can move this a little bit forward quicker, so more people can be more involved in it. You know, see like in France they do these races for it and this and that and the other, and it is growing here in the UK, but we also have this this other thing that is a little bit against us. And specifically, I've been sort of reading about the cycling market and so forth as well. You know, everything is struggling when the weather is bad. You know, when you don't have a good summer, you know, people don't buy bikes, they don't buy any bike clothing. Everything just becomes less. The same for motorbikes, the same for, you know, these things, EUCs, one wheels, electric skateboards. These are all sort of stuff that that most people class as pretty much a luxury here in the UK. Or if I've got additional money, I then can go and buy one of these things, because it's not really like a official mode of transport. You know, it's like if people think you're riding a unicycle, I'm talking about people that don't know these things. It's like, are you in the circus or whatever? No, I'm not. You know, this is like my mountain bike. This is why I like it. It's small. I don't need a tow hitch and all that lovely stuff to transport my mountain bike, and I can go and have fun anywhere. So it's sort of more classed as a luxury item, you know, and that was also the reason why I went with the Pint S. You know, that is like a like a good number of money if you want to spend it to get into something that is pretty cool. You know? You know, as soon as you have an electric unicycle that costs £3,000, and people always want to buy the latest and greatest because they watch YouTube videos and this and that, the other, they do their research and whatever, and they say, no, I have to buy this wheel. And then when they get the wheel, it's like, this is too difficult. And then they've spent top-end dollar, and then if they try and sell the stuff or get rid of it, you know, the market is so small that you just don't get your money back on it. So it's sort of the same with high-end electric mountain bikes and stuff. You know, you can buy it, but you spend your $6,000, and then you know, you ride a few times, don't really like it, or it doesn't get used after a year. You're not going to get your money back because the technology moves so quick forward that you take that knock. And this is with these things. Like, and it's for me, it's epic. To have all these rideables, and if you can ride where you are, if you can get out in forest and you've got gravel tracks, or you can ride around your town or whatever, and start using it as a normal device, then it's great. You know, if you have a look at the M10.5, now I would go to the shops with it, because I'm not going to push my S22 in a small little Tesco shop here in the UK. Everyone's like, what the hell is that thing? You know, with the M10.5, it's so small, people just, it's not in the way type of thing. But yeah, so yeah, everything struggles a bit when the weather is not that great. When the weather is really good, and you've got long periods where people can go, okay, we've got good weekends coming up, we're gonna get some bikes, we're gonna get this and that, then, you know, the whole market becomes better. More people get out, more people explore different riding things. Just my take on it. And yeah, it's I think that's the thing that we are fighting against, is bad weather, and then most of the shops, you know, just starting to stock less and less and less stuff. If you want something, you have to order it. And then my biggest worry is if anything goes wrong, then you know, are you going to get spares for it? How long do you have to wait for spares? You have to ship the stuff all over the place, and that costs like £80 a shot. So yeah, it's a funny old market. And but yeah, all I can say is I hope that it becomes better, more people get involved in these things, and that's why I share my riding from unicycles, from one wheels, e-bikes, and all those lovely things. That's why I love sharing it. It's such a great way of just getting out into nature and just look at this, just exploring this area. Or ride around, just have fun. You don't have to go fast, it's just to have fun. Learn a new skill for 2025. Okay, so yeah, that was a short little ride. I'm gonna make my way home, because we need to go to a place and then drop my daughter off and this and that the other. But yeah, guys, if you've got any questions about unicycles or one wheels or anything like that, e-bikes or whatever, and you want my thoughts on it or whatever, you know, I love the technology and stuff. And if there's any questions that I can answer, then please drop it in the comments below. If you did like this little update video, give it a thumbs up, and I will hope to see you on the next video. Thanks for watching, guys. Cheers.